2, 1. Hello, if you're here on replay, then please comment and say hello as well and let us know that you are watching. Today I am here with Bridget, which is really exciting. It's a really good topic that we're having today. So while we're waiting for some people to turn up, do you want to tell us what you've been up to today?
Yeah, hi everyone, I'm Bridget. So yeah, I've been a bit all over the place as usual. Stuff happens all at once. So I was on the phone earlier with a lady that I'm running an event in London next Wednesday. So it's going to be a series of body positivity talks because I am a body positivity coach. So I'm all about empowering women to build their dream lives, to be happy and to love their body. So this is practiced through the art of self-love and intuitive eating. And when you're making decisions for yourself in a place of love, like you'll attract more love to yourself, and you also attract your clients for your business as well, which is what we're all about. So.
Fantastic. Which brought me neatly onto getting you to introduce yourself. So that was good. That's fantastic. Brilliant. So you've had quite a busy morning then. You've got things going on. So that's great. I'm just going to turn the volume down on there. There we go. Right. So should we get on and talk about this? Because it's quite an exciting topic. I think, well, I'm quite excited about it. I'm sure other people are as well.
Body positivity isn't, it's just, it's not about being like, being slim or being bigger or being like a lot of people say, oh, body positivity, or you're just happy being fat or you're happy being bigger. It's not about that, because otherwise like slim wouldn't be in crisis either. It's all about your state of mind and what you think of your body. And a lot of it's inner dialogue that goes on as well. Like you tell yourself you're crap, you're ugly, you're everything in the world, all the bad stuff that comes out of your mindset stuff. But this is kind of the learned stuff you've picked up along the years through family, friends, society, people telling you what you should be. You shouldn't do that. You can't go off going around the world traveling. You can't go and do such a job. You have to go and do the usual route that other people do. But it's when we stand up and we realize what it is that we're naturally talented at, and we stop pushing and trying to, it's like putting ourselves into a square hole, like around a circle into a square hole, whatever it is. It's just, we don't fit, and we're not born to blend in. We're born to be different. It's like the River Mata song, if everybody looked the same. That's what I brought up.
Be very dull.
Like we all look different, we all have different shapes, sizes, everything, but we get judged if we're not like 6 foot tall, long blonde hair. It's kind of like pre-society judgment of, if you look a certain way in any shape or form, people just criticize you, like, oh, how are you so confident, why are you so happy, why are you this, why are you that? Like, I'm allowed to be happy just because I'm not a size 8 or whatever. Doesn't mean that my self-worth is tied to what my size is. And that's definitely, I help a lot of women work through that as well, because a lot of us do focus on our size, and you're putting on a brain because jeans won't fit. They don't, like, you put on a little bit of weight and like over a month or two, and then your favorite pair of jeans don't fit you anymore, and you're in the tears trying to get them on you. Certain things you can't wear anymore. We hold on to clothes for like 5 years or more, hoping we might fit into them at one point when we lose weight. Or
I'll do that.
have like 3 different wardrobes, and like skinny, small, medium size, whatever size we're going to be. But if we get rid of all the crap, and I know like do a declutter type session as well, you're never going to fit into that stuff again. You just have to kind of get over it, put it in a bag, and give it a charity shop or try and sell it if you can. But there's no point in holding on to it, because it's kind of like that energy and stuff that builds up in your mind, and you get annoyed with yourself and you beat yourself up about why you can't lose weight and why all these things are happening to you, and it's part of life. It's just like you take it really personal, but there's the underlying things why you're going into these patterns. It's the self-sabotage patterns, and that's what I have to get to the bottom of as well, because we all have these addictions that we're filling the hole with. We buy tons of coffee, we drink lots of alcohol, we go shopping, we do the guilt shopping. You go and you buy a dress and you feel fantastic and it looks amazing. You go home and you stash it in the back of the wardrobe and you bring it out 6 months later. Like we have all habits that we develop, like coping mechanism to deal with the feelings of not being enough. And the majority of the problems come down to not feeling enough. Like we're not enough as a person, as a partner, as a mother, as a wife, whatever role it is that we're deemed to have. We're meant to feel like it's not enough just to be your own person. So my mantra is like, just be, listen to your body. So if we just stay still and you tune into your body, your intuition, it'll tell you what it needs. It tells you what what you should eat. It'll tell you like what your chosen like gift is, that you can express yourself in a way that will make you an income and also have the dream job and career and the balance of the lifestyle like you desire as well. But it's all achievable. It's just that we are conditioned by society and other things where we have the rushing women syndrome, where it's good to be busy. It's like seen as a gold star medal. If we're all busy, we're so busy. Oh my God, they're like, we're going to go for a drink. No, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. Like, what are you? Oh, nothing. I'm just busy. Like nobody kind of says what they're doing really. You're just, oh, it could be just being busy. I have to go home and watch TV for 5 hours. Like we're not doing things productive for ourselves. We're just wasting time. Or we're literally like killing time is like the favorite thing that we do in the world. We just like, oh, we've got a few hours to kill, and you're literally like doing nothing with that time. And we could be productive, like trying to build the life that we're trying to achieve.
Yeah. Fantastic. So how did you get into all of this?
It's kind of something that's like naturally evolves, like any kind of career or job kind of thing that I've been into, just something I fell into that people started asking me for advice a lot about how to be happy and how to be confident and how to listen to their body and what do you tune in for. And I'd spoken to an American friend sometime middle of last year, just started talking about what kind of career stuff I wanted to do, and body positivity came up because I was a makeup artist and a stylist before, and I also have IT skills as well. But I'd seen
you've done a lot of things, haven't you? I had a look on your website before.
The other side of the story as well, like how women are treated and stuff as well, and how they're the most beautiful girls in the world and they still have a problem. Like they still think they're not enough on the inside, and how the media treats women. And I've seen like my nieces and younger cousins coming up, and they have body insecurities and things as well, and they're perfect and they don't think they are. It's just that you don't see this. So it's like I want to empower women to believe they are enough and to practice self-love. And when you love yourself, really it'll filter through to the rest of your life as well. Even with me, my partner, he's happier because I'm happy and I'm doing stuff for me, so he has to do stuff for himself. And realize that, like I remember I said ages ago to like Pastor Mark, like you're allowed to have fun, you're allowed to go and do something for yourself. Where we feel guilty if we spend time on our own passions and our own interests. Like I'm always doing some kind of a course, or probably a few I haven't finished, but I'm always like looking for the next thing to kind of keep myself up to date with what's happening, and not even related to my own business, but to like other things, just to keep myself like ticking over and keep myself interested. Like some people buy loads of books, I do loads of courses. So it's like
I bet that's great fun though.
Yeah, no, to meet like all kinds of people and that as well through these courses. And
I bet you do.
I just go to more in-person events, because with online world it can be great, but then you're not getting the real world connections either. So pushing yourself outside your boundaries to step out and meet people in the real world can be harder as well, because anybody online, you can go behind our keyboard and do whatever we want, but it's a different story. The real world talking to people sometimes. So
yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. So what sort of things, we'll start again, Amy. You've got some tips to help us cope with all of this. So do you want to share your first tip?
Yeah, the first tip.
It's something we definitely all struggle with, isn't it? Even if it's not all the time, or even if just a little bit. I don't think anyone could say that this isn't something that...
No, this is something like, it's not like you wake up every day and go, oh my God, I love myself. Like, I cannot like straight away thinking I'm amazing and the best person in the world. I can totally rock this job or this business. Like we all have our down points, but the main first tip I'd like to share with people is to try to establish a morning routine, because we all get caught up in the day of doing stuff mindlessly. But in the morning, we turn on our phone or a TV or whatever it is, and before you know it, an hour is gone and you're rushing around to get ready to go to work. But if you the time, at least even 20 minutes to half an hour in the morning to do some kind of routine just for you. So as it is, don't log on to Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is first thing in the morning. Just have your phone on, away from the bed, your alarm on, whatever. Turn it off, then go and grab a glass of water. I sometimes add like lime juice and some either sea salt or Himalayan salt, which helps with your hydration levels as well. It helps hydrate you before you go for your breakfast and things. So you have the water, and then take a black coffee, and then do some stretching and that as well before you have your glass of water, just to kind of do a little bit of movement to the body as well. and then have a coffee, and then maybe have whatever your kind of breakfast is that you're going to have that day, or try and have a smoothie if possible. You don't have a blender, don't worry about it. Just try and eat something healthy and do some exercise. It can be like burpees or squats or just something simple in the house, or dance around the room. Or I do both. I do some exercise and I have a bike, so I cycle every day.
Yeah.
But it's trying to like build in something that you're control of first thing in the morning, because otherwise you lose control of your day. Literally setting off on the wrong foot, and before you know it's probably 11 o'clock and you've got nothing done, and you're just going into panic mode. So you're starting off anxiety, panic, all these notifications, all these emails, and your brain's just starting to go straight into flight or fight mode, and you don't know what to do, and too many things. You're rushing around the house, just aimlessly getting ready and doing all these things without realizing what you're doing sometimes. So I think it's crucial just to try and get a little bit of time back for yourself. And throughout the day as well, you can grab pockets of 10 minutes if you don't have like up to an hour. Like a lot of people would not have an hour in the morning for getting ready. It's just like a luxury. So even 20 minutes minimum to do something that's just for you, because a lot of us, we have partners to look after, we have kids to look after in the mornings as well. So it's just take time that's just for you. Wake up before they wake up, go into another room if you have another room, just do your own thing, and just have time to kind of center yourself and tune into your body as well, and tune into what you need for the day.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is going to be a bit of a kick for me, because I was a few months ago getting up before my kids. I found it really hard, because I would find that I would wake up and my 3-year-old would also wake up, which was really annoying. But I just got to a point where it seemed to be working, and I've seemed to have slipped, and I'm not doing that anymore. I think it's possibly because it's the holidays.
Back, and I was doing great for a couple of months. I went on holidays for a week or two, and it got totally thrown out of sync. Probably now, about a month later, probably getting back into some kind of routine again. But like anything else, you slip out of it. But when you notice the signs you're slipping out of the routine, just knock it on the head. If you have your laptop or whatever it is, like shut it down and go back to doing 20 minutes. Even if you have time, you can do a quick meditation. Like I usually do like a forgiveness meditation. It's like the Himalayan or the Hawaiian meditation that you can do to release like self-forgiveness. That's us practicing like self-compassion for yourself, to forgive yourself for those stupid things you think you've done. We all make bad decisions, but it's just part of life. So doing forgiveness meditation, that helps to kind of release all that stuff that you're like, you have things you can do a quick link on YouTube. I can put links to the stuff afterwards about
that would be great.
if you want to know about it. But it's basically traditional Hawaiian prayer that you say that you love yourself, you forgive yourself, and you just let it go. So you can say all the times I criticize myself, all the times I called myself ugly, whatever it is you need to forgive yourself for, each and work it into your meditation, and then just let it all out, and you kind of move on and forget about it. So as humans, we just tend to dwell on all the bad things. It's like if you publish an article and there's always like 100 comments are amazing, and there's 2 that are saying you're really bad and you should give up and focus on the bad comments.
Totally. Yeah. Well, that sounds like a great way to start the day, doesn't it? So I think, I don't know, what do I think? Let me work this out. Everyone will have a different idea of what they should do.
It takes you like 21 days to form a habit. So the first year, you think, this is weird, why am I doing this thing? But after a few days, you'll start to be a bit calmer, and your mind won't start racing. You like, it won't be multitasking with 20 million tabs open, even though I probably have about 10 open on the machine. But you're trying to do it like one thing at a time. Because if you just start into the day with no kind of a plan about what you're going to achieve for the day, or the other thing is like doing your intention setting and like thinking, you wake up, you have a choice that I'm going to be happy today, or today it's raining, it's still a day. So, you could like mope around the house and feel like crap because the weather's crap, or you can put on a raincoat and go outside and still go about your business and get some fresh air, some like feelings into your skin as well. Because it's really important to try and get outside every day. And as women in business working online, we're all like, oh my God, I have to make money, I have to make connections, I have to do this, I have to do the other. But there's no time for joy, and you're losing that kind of creative aspect of yourself as well. If you're putting all your energy into the business and your family and all the things, and then you forget about yourself, which is the other element of what I do, is like self-love and self-care. So that's very intertwined as well. So it's time to appreciate yourself and self-gifting to yourself. It doesn't have to be a lot of self-care is very expensive. Getting getting your nails done, getting your hair done, going for massage. You don't have to do these things. All you need to do is you can make a list of 10 things that bring you joy, and during having a moment, you can look at your list and go, which one of these things can I do for 10 minutes? And that will put your mindset, and it will make you happier. But all it is, like, you know, you can have 10 minutes of like dancing, 10 minutes like doing some adult coloring, or whatever it is that lights you up and makes you feel good, just to revert to that list in times of crisis, because we all get like anxiety, and we worry too much about the future when we don't really have much control. We can plan as much as we can for eventualities, but it doesn't mean that this bad thing's going to happen to us. It just means we're a little bit more aware of what might happen and how we might tackle a situation before it gets worse. And the important thing to ask for help before a situation gets too bad, because we think we have to be strong, we have to do everything ourselves. And you know, it is hard doing your own business on your own, because you're responsible for like 10 different things, and you do it all
the time.
It'll start to like crash and burn a little bit. So, you know, it's taking the time out when you know that you could hand over something to somebody else. Someone else offers to help you do something. Take the help. Like, don't. Take help. Like, there's so many things. Like, we're all different strengths that we have. We can't be amazing at everything. So we have to realize that we're taking on too much, and we tend to take on a lot, and then we burn ourselves out. And then we're to our businesses, our clients that we're trying to attract, because it won't come across in the way we hold ourselves. Like, our confidence level and things kind of dip when we're not taking care of ourselves either.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so there's a lot to think about there then, isn't there? All about, well, all of that, just but to do with making your morning routine. Right? Leanne says, hello, she's popping in to say hello, and we'll catch up as she's off out in a minute. That's fine, Leanne. It's really, really good stuff, so you'll definitely want to come back and listen to this. Yeah, so I think, you know, I definitely feel motivated to try getting up earlier again, because it did make a massive difference to me. I journaled. It was good.
A massive difference. So people can journal, they can do like a mini intention setting list for the day. Whatever it is you want to do, you can do something that works for you. Don't subscribe to somebody else's thing, because we're all different and we all have our own things we enjoy to do. But just getting that time for yourself before you start into the stress ball of, oh, I have to go and pick up the kids, I have to make the kids' lunch, make my partner's lunch, I have to do this, I have to do that, and then you're all gone in the stress and you don't know what you're doing anymore. You're like, literally, you're on an autopilot, and that's what happens to the brain. You just go, it's looking for the easiest thing, it's looking for the routine, and it goes back to the habits that it recognizes and keeps itself safe. But it's adapting to the things, and like deep down, you know it's good for you. You know that if you do this for at least 3 weeks, ideally, it'll become second nature, and you'll start wanting to do it, and you'll start relishing getting up 20 minutes early and getting a head start in the day, because the rest of the house should be asleep at 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and you have time to yourself to kind of even have a coffee without nobody annoying you or asking you where
I know.
Like, the whole time sleep, and you're like, oh my god, 20 minutes to myself, this is amazing, and you just feel like you're on fire. You can get loads of things done and write your lists, and then like just pick off 3 of them and have those 3 intentions for the day just to get done, because we have so many things going on in our head. We're not like a computer, even though we like to think we are, but we have so much stuff that's just up there. It's just crazy, because we have something like between 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts per minute a day. So of course, that's like billions of thoughts, and it's no wonder we get tired and we don't listen to our bodies.
Yeah, bring on bedtime.
Like tell you need a nap. You don't need to have 5 coffees. Just have a 10-minute nap and you'll be fine. You need to go outside and sit in the park for half an hour. That's my favorite to do as well. I usually go most days at least for 20 minutes, even 10 minutes in a hurry. Just sit down on the park bench and kind of notice what's around you, and just start noticing the colors and the people. And you know, we're always on a mission to have to go to the shops, have to go and do this and this, in, out, around the aisles, get your stuff and go home. But if you're starting to like interact with people a little bit more and notice the colors, like notice what people are wearing, notice like different like things in your street, like have noticed like houses and doors and stuff lately, because I'm not paying attention half the time, just going around mindlessly, like going, oh, I have to do this and this and this, and I have to go home, and I have to do this. Like figuring out your day all kind of like blocked out already for you. You kind of have a map, but sometimes it's nice to kind of take yourself out of that routine and just let yourself be guided to do something different for the day, because we feel under so much pressure, and then we beat ourselves up when we don't achieve things. Like, we have so many things that we need to get done. I know we need to be realistic. We need to pay the bills. We have responsibilities, but we still need to live a bit as well. And we at least give ourselves a day off a week from our business or our jobs, just to kind of basically just be and just do your own thing. Just do something that makes you happy. Just going for a coffee, buying yourself flowers, just doing something small. It doesn't have to cost loads. It's just something that's for you, like a small investment in you and your time, just to kind of reward yourself for, oh, I've been doing so hard, I've been doing things. It's just something small that will bring joy for that time.
Yeah, and it's really good, isn't it, to slow down, like saying, going and sitting on a bench. Like this summer holidays, obviously for me, I have children and I'm working less. So we're going out more. I've been at the beach twice this week, and it's great. And I think while I'm at work, I am like having to do a lot more than usual because I'm here less, but I'm really appreciating those slower days that I'm having the other side of it.
And then the family time while you can. Because it's like 7 weeks, and some people be a chore because the kids are probably under your feet and driving you nuts, but you can do them outside and not stuck inside all day around your feet, like playing video games or whatever it is. Like, just trying to connect to the family and that as well, and like get to your why. Like, you're working for your kids, you're not working for the love of it. Some of us are, like, we're very passionate about what we do, but it's just about finding the balance as well. It doesn't have to be the work hard, play hard mentality all the time. Like, we are allowed to switch off and take ourselves out for an hour and then come back and focus. Because if you're at home and you're working away and like, I need to do this and you have to do this, and then your body's going, I want to go outside, you're being pulled to go and do something for yourself, and you're like, no, I have to do this. But if you just went out in the morning and did it in the morning and came home, then you'd be able to focus and get everything done instead of bargaining with yourself during the day. If I do this for a couple of hours, I'll let myself go for a coffee, or I'll let myself do something. But it's kind of getting an inbuilt sort of structure to follow throughout the day.
Yeah, that's it. Flipping it and having the reward first, isn't it? Which is quite nice. I like that better.
You're like, oh, after work, it's like when you're in school and everything is stuck indoors and they won't let you outside into the sun, and you start getting annoyed and stuff and kicking off because you just don't want to be inside anymore. Or I'll take my laptop with me and I'll find a cafe and I'll sit in a cafe for a couple of hours and I'll get more work done there than I will at home. It's just a different environment, different perspective, and I just can't sit at home all day on my own, even though I'm in a cafe on my own, but it's different because there's some kind of interaction. You have people around you, and some people, it's been proven that work better with other people, distractions around them, and some might not. But it's kind of finding what works for you. Like, even going to your local library, or if you've got like a WeWork or a co-working space you can go to once a week, just to kind of bring an environment, different perspective, and you'll get fresh ideas when you're in a different place. Even if you take a different route to go somewhere, you'll start to think of things differently and get fresh ideas for whatever like perceived problem you're working on. Yeah,
brilliant. That is brilliant. Fantastic. So do you want to tell people how they can find out more about you? And I'll stick some links somewhere. How do I do that? Oh, here we are. So you tell people how to find out more about you, and I'll find some links.
Sure. I've got the usual social media links. So I have my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/bodypositivitycoach, and Instagram is the same thing, instagram.com/thebodypositivitycoach. I'm also on Twitter, the Body Pos Coach. I've got my booking links as well. I can pop in for you as well. If you want to, anybody's watching can book a clarity call with me as well. Have a quick chat for 15 minutes and figure out how I can best serve you as well. Because I am going to be running in September. I'm opening myself up to work one-to-one with clients again. So I'm going to be running a program called Unleash Your Inner Goddess. So it's all about connecting with you as a woman and figuring out what it is you need, what kind of support you need to kind of be on your journey to, if it's like birthing your own ideas for your own business, or like how do you get into the career that you want to get into, helping you establish your morning routines, helping you establish your self-love practices, helping you with your self-love, self-care routines, like mindset, over your limiting beliefs, which are these stories you tell yourself as well, and also bringing in the money mindset issues we have as well, about how to make money and why is it so hard, and different than that, because it's the process can be easier. Just we kind of let ourselves think it has to be a lot harder than it is. But there is ways and means you can get into that as well. And the other thing, if anybody lives in London, I'm doing some events in London. The first one is going to be next Wednesday. I can post the Eventbrite link to that as well.
Yeah,
it's going to be a series of body positivity talks, and I'm looking at doing some body positive brunches as well. So like around the relationship between food and eating and intuitive eating as well, which is what happens when we are in the good space about ourselves, that we naturally choose the good food. We don't go for the sugar. We don't go for the other addictions as well. So I kind of counsel women a lot about to break those cycles, to break into self-sabotage cycles as well. So they'll be happening at some point, probably in it's the Italian Job in Notting Hill is the name of the bar. So they're Italian restaurants, so they have lovely food and everything there as well. And I've researched some other places as well, but depending on the like availability or people that are interested, I can come and do them around the UK as well. So if anybody wants to drop me a line with setting up some workshops in their area, let me know. I'll be more than happy to investigate. And if there's enough demand, I'll travel around the UK and set them up as well.
Sounds fun.
I want to get around the UK as well and do that and do workshops and events and manifestation and things as well, because I'm like the queen of manifesting, and like literally think of something whatever it is I want, and usually shows up. So I did last couple of weeks ago, I did a list of things I wanted to achieve. Number one was international guest speaker, and the next day I was offered international guest speaking role in America. So fantastic. I had it down to be an author, so I'm going to be in a book published for Christmas as well, like a co-author, and there's 12 ladies in total, and I've got all these like massive goals I wanted to achieve, so I had 4 of them done in 4 days. So there is like a lot of things you can learn, and promoting that as well, but manifestation, how to get into the right mindset, and it always has to be kind of be like for the higher good. It can't be I need to make £1 million and I want it now. Like, you know, it's kind of like something that will benefit you and other people as well. And there's a whole series of things. I'm going to develop a membership and develop workshops around that as well. But anybody's interested in talking about anything we've discussed today, you can drop me a line on any of my social media things, or make a clarity call booking with me as well, and we can discuss what's the best way to move forward. So.
Fantastic. Oh, sounds great. So we are going to go into the Brand Success Club now. So if you're in the Brand Success Club, you can go and join us there for more of this. And if you're not, then you should go and join us. It's brandsuccessclub.co.uk. And there's loads of good stuff in there. I'm not going to go on about it because I want to go and find out more about what Bridget's got to say. So I'll see you in there. Okay then. Right, I've clicked end broadcast. I don't know if it's doing it.